welcome to Baddie Talk with Carita K. For my first guest, I wanted to bring a special person of mine, my soul sister, Becky G.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited to be here today. Carol does these kind of projects every once in a while, so when she told me to be part of her podcast, I was super hyped and I was like, let's do it. So here we are. I'm glad to be here.
For my first podcast, I wanted to talk about motherhood because last year we both became mothers. So it's been a life-changing experience for the both of us. So I wanted to start off with a motherhood podcast.
Which is a great topic. I feel like, I don't know, for some reason, ever since I got pregnant and she got pregnant, everybody else just became pregnant after that. So,
right, there's something in the water.
Something in the air.
So we're gonna talk about mothers.
It's mother time.
It's mother time. Tell me, how is life as a new mom?
Sometimes I rock motherhood, and sometimes motherhood rocks me. If you know, you fucking know.
Yeah, we both became mothers at the same time, and it's pretty cool because we're both in this together. So I feel like it's awesome. We're gonna raise our kids together. We're gonna learn as we grow, and it's beautiful. I love it. It's like, you know, we have each other.
And for the record, we didn't plan on getting pregnant at the same time. She got pregnant 3 months before I did. And I wasn't planning on getting pregnant or even being in a long-term relationship. I was kind of just juggling, trying to figure out my life at that point. But I feel like becoming a mother and accepting the fact that you're going to be a mother, it kind of changes your mentality completely, and you kind of become very less selfish of yourself, and you start to think about your little one and how you want to better yourself for your child. So I feel like, in a way, becoming a new mom for me was kind of like me being born again to the woman I am now. So it's a beautiful experience, but it's definitely a challenging one, and it's something that, you know, I had to adjust to. So I know Carol was definitely not a baby fan. She didn't like kids at all. So when she told me that she was, you know, pregnant, I couldn't fucking believe it. And now I want to know, how was mom life with you?
I love it. Like, it's exactly what I needed at the right time, at the right age. I'm like 32, so I think it was time. It's like, this is what happens next. Like, you know, kids are a blessing, and I definitely wasn't expecting that. It was an unexpected blessing, and those are the best blessings that there is in life. So I'm happy. Like, it completely changed my life. It's a roller coaster of emotions.
Sure.
Being a new mom, because it's like, oh my God, you have a little person, a little human to take care of in this world. It's a big responsibility. Yeah, I'm in love. I'm so in love with my baby. Like, I'm so in love with this mom era that I'm in. Like, you have your whole life on pause, but everything is new. You're learning to be a mom as much as your baby is growing and learning about this world. It's even a bigger blessing that me and my sister have that experience together. So yeah, I think that's beautiful.
It was like meant to be, honestly.
Right?
Because we really wanted to just like travel, you know, live our lives, but you know, sometimes life forces us to calm down. And humbly,
like,
that's what happened. I got pregnant November 2022, right after Thanksgiving, because I was getting the symptoms and I was just so sick, throwing up everything. I couldn't keep anything down, and it was just so weird because I was just so sick, and I was just like, what the hell is wrong with me? And I went to go get tested, and then I found out I was pregnant. And I was freaking out because I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't have my life together. I had just got laid off the job, and, I was all over the fucking place. Like, that was the last thing I wanted to think about. But
I found out that I was pregnant actually at work. I couldn't smell certain things. My boobs were hurting. So, yeah, it was at work. I was freaking out. And who did you tell first?
obviously, my man, he was the first person I fucking called and screamed at it because he's been wanting to have a kid and get me pregnant. So he was the first person I called. I was like, "You're not going to get me pregnant." It was just like, yes, finally. But yeah, John was the first person I called to tell that I was pregnant. And then it was my sister.
My sister and my mom. And I love their reaction because I gave them like a little basket, like a little gift bag with like shoes and little like mittens. And they were like, oh my gosh, like Becky was like, stop playing with my heart, yo. Stop playing with my heart.
Yeah, because I've been wanting to be a titi so bad. Like, I had a really bad experience with my brother's baby mother, and she was very stingy with her son. And, you know, I love babies. So when Carol told me that she was having a baby, I was like, oh my God, yes, finally we're going to be able to enjoy our family together. So it was such a beautiful moment. I remember that day like it was yesterday. It was so nice. Well, I originally wanted a boy, but God said I can handle both, so he gave me a boy and a girl. I had fraternal twins.
Hey, yeah. Like, what was his reaction when you guys found out?
John didn't understand what was going on when the nurse was explaining to him that there was two heads in my uterus. So he was more like, I don't understand. You need to explain to me. What do you mean two heads? So it was so funny because the nurse that was doing the ultrasound, she had a very heavy accent. She was Russian, so she was just like, "There's two heads. You don't see that? There's two heads." So I was just like, "Stop fucking playing with me." I didn't want to believe it, and like at that time, I guess because there was like COVID regulations, they didn't allow more than just the person that's pregnant. So I begged her. I'm like, if you're telling me that I'm having twins, I'm like, I need my man to be in here because he's not gonna fucking believe me. So she made the exception and she brought him in, and his face was priceless. He couldn't fucking believe it. He kept asking her like, what do you mean two? Like, what does that mean? So she had to explain to him. She's like, that's a boy and that's a girl. Like you can see that there's two fetuses in there. Like that's two babies. So yeah, I instantly burst crying into tears. Then I was laughing because I was happy, but then I was crying because I'm like, oh my God, I have two fucking kids. And yeah, it was just a whole roller coaster of emotions. It was insane. It was crazy. I didn't expect it, and till this day, I still can't believe it. That I have two little girls.
That was an interesting ride back home.
Oh yeah, the ride back home was very quiet. Very, very quiet.
Bro, when I found out that it was a boy, I'm like, oh my God, thank God. Because it's like, you know, boys are everything for their moms. They're more attached to the moms. So for me, it's perfect. You know,
He is so cute.
when I tell you that this little boy changed our lives, like, wow. It's incredible.
I had two gender reveals, but I had one baby shower.
True.
So the reason why we had two baby showers is because my man's family, they're separated. So his mom's side is separated, his dad's side is separated. So we had two different baby gender reveals because clearly it was a big deal. We were telling our families that we were having twins. So I didn't want to do two gender reveals, but his family from his dad's side insisted on having a gender reveal of their own. So I was like, okay, fine. You know, and then they, you know.
I mean, that's even better. More gifts.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Thank God that we did it because everything worked out perfectly and it was just so awesome. But yeah, then after the gender reveal, like 2 months later, I had my baby shower, which was Martha, which is my mother-in-law. Thank you. I love you. I wouldn't know what the hell to do without her because she took care of everything. She literally held it down till the day I gave birth. Until this day, you know? So yeah, she took care of everything. I didn't have to worry about the baby shower. She took care of the decorations, the food, the people. She took care of the location. She was just like an angel sent from God because with two babies, trust me, you don't want to fucking do shit. Okay.
True. No, yeah, I didn't want to have one because I was under a lot of stress.
Yeah, and
I was not feeling it. For me, it was more like, oh my God, no, I don't want to do it. But like, if you're pregnant, just do it. And especially if it's your first kid, do it because you need those memories.
Look back at it and you'll be like, thank God I did a baby shower, because all those gifts are definitely needed.
Pampers and wipes for the gender reveal. The baby shower, you can bring whatever. Because I had diapers till like 4 or 5 months.
No, I still have diapers.
So that's amazing.
And even if they're not the right size, I didn't know this until, like, obviously, how my mom girlfriends tell me, like, if you, for some reason, end up using all the baby diapers that are not the age, that are, like, smaller than the actual age, you can actually go to the store and exchange them for the actual size that you need. A little life hack, just to save money, because fucking shit is expensive. And yeah, it's a lot, especially with two. My babies go through diapers. At least I have to change diapers at least 50 times a day. I'm not even fucking gassing. Like, my man has to throw out the baby trash every night because it's so full.
Yeah, babies be shitting, bro.
They be a lot too.
They be shitting like back to back, and it's like, damn, I just showered you. Like,
forget it. One of the first things that I realized that people do when you're a first-time mom is they try to put fear in you. What I mean by that is they try to make it seem like your life is completely done. You cannot enjoy life anymore. You can't sleep. You can't go out. You can't do this. You can't do that. And it's like, and it started off with the doctors, honestly. It's not even people that I knew. It was just like when I first went for my first ultrasound, the doctor saw that I was having twins, and this motherfucker was like, oh yeah, forget it. Forget about sleep, forget about your life, your kids, everything.
For future purposes, don't say that to your patients, like, oh, your life is over, you're gonna have twins.
Yeah, I just, I feel like everybody's experience is different, but like, for you to say that to a pregnant woman, that was just so out of pocket. And like, a lot of people just feel like, everybody has a different lifestyle, and I feel like as a mom, everybody has their pet peeves. Like, I didn't like those negative comments, like, oh, forget about going to the gym or forget about doing certain things. And it's just like, okay, yeah, maybe things will change because it's bound to happen, but it's not like you can't get your life back, like, it's like taking a pause from what you usually do to focus on what's happening, and that's totally normal.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but me, I didn't want nobody to touch my baby. I didn't want nobody to hold him. I wanted everybody to wash their hands. Like, you become psychotic. Like, wait a little bit until you go visit the person that just gave birth, because
give yourself some time.
Yeah, 100%. Because like, listen, you gotta adjust. Like, when you come home with a baby, it's like, bro, oh my God, this is the real deal. Like, this is, what do I do? Like, you're learning as you go. So like, the first few days is freaking new. It's wild. It's like a roller coaster of emotions until you adjust to a schedule that's like, wait at least 2 weeks. Don't just come and, oh my God, I want to see the baby. Like, that person is going to not be okay mentally.
It's totally normal. And you know what? A lot of people do it. A lot of people be like, no visits till 2 months. And you know what? You can do that because that's your fucking baby.
Right. You can set your boundaries and be like, hey, like, take your shoes off, wash your hands, put hand sanitizer. I was like that because, like, another thing, like, don't kiss my fucking baby. Yeah, take your crusty, dusty lips off my baby. Like, please don't. Like, that's just for
real. And do you not understand that people don't know how to wash their fucking hands? Imagine their fucking mouth. Yeah. No. Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah.
We're gonna come over and try to meet me, like, come with some snacks or food, or offer to do my laundry, or offer to wash my dishes because I haven't been able to fucking get up because I just gave birth to 2 fucking babies. Yeah, be helpful. Come with a purpose to fulfill what I need to get done. instead of just coming and hug on my baby, which is like, no, like it's like, you know, have you ever seen a dog when they give birth to their puppies? You can't get near their puppies because the dog is gonna bite the shit out of you. It's the same concept.
Yeah, like your whole life revolves around that baby. And you and your partner, like, life and mindset just changes because everything is like, look at the baby, look at the baby, look at the baby, and it's normal. Don't do that. Just as if it looks exactly like the dad say, it looks like you. Yeah.
Have some type of respect.
A certain way. Yeah,
because you know, a lot of moms put a lot of work, and it's like, yeah, the baby was in me for 9 months, and you're gonna come over here and tell me that the baby looks like my fucking baby father?
Yeah.
Like, okay, keep your inner thoughts to yourself, please.
To the dads, give your woman some value of everything that she does. Like, don't come from work and say, oh, this is all you do. Like, you don't do nothing but stay with the baby. Like, that is hard fucking work. It's like, you gotta make sure everything is good and take care of the baby and take care of you if you know what you're doing. So be supportive. Like,
absolutely,
it's extremely important because you don't know how crazy and you don't know in what mental state this woman is.
You, like, honestly, I'm a stay-at-home mom myself. You go insane because you think that, you know, you're being patient, but in reality, you're trying to find the patience to not lose your shit because you're dealing with an infant. And, like, you know, like, I've always been a very patient person, but there's moments where I really thought I was just gonna, like, you know, snap, and I don't ever want to go, you know, to that place. And especially,
postpartum.
Especially when people are just feeding you negative energy, it really gets to you. It really eats you up alive, and you start to think, like, am I a bad mom? You know, like,
postpartum is real, you guys. Like, to the dads out there, just be supportive to your girl because, like, I'm happy that my boyfriend was supportive. He was there. He was, you know, but my hormones were raging. I don't know what I'm feeling. Your shit is all over the place. Yeah. It's a roller coaster.
Like, little tips that really helped me get out of that cloud, because it is a cloud that comes upon you.
Yeah.
And you can't really shake it off because you're just so in your thoughts and so in your feelings. Like, everything's so enhanced. It's like fucking crazy. So, like, I started taking, like, little, like, walks. Even it's not walks, it's just going outside and getting some sun.
Oh, yeah.
That helps so fucking much. Or, like, even trying to do, like, yoga in the house or stretches.
If your mom or somebody wants to come and help you, let them. Like me, I'm the type of person that I want everything done myself. Like, I have to do this, I have to do that. Like, that's just the Virgo thing in me, and that's not good because I was losing my shit. Like, I had to, you know, step back and be like, yeah, I need some help. You know, like, take care of the baby, go take a shower, take care of yourself. Like, you need to take care of yourself first to take care of everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's very important.
It's a big role that we take, and even if it doesn't seem like it's enough, it's everything. Because at the end of the day, who does everybody go to? They go to you because you're the mom. So it's like, if you don't take care of here, and if you don't take care of what's in here, and if you don't take care of your mental health and your physical health and your spiritual health, which is also a big role, I feel like praying has helped me a lot. From jumping off the fucking walls, because God really has tested me with my patience, with my time frame, because, you know, I was never a morning person, but my babies wake up at 5 fucking a.m. every fucking day, okay? And I gotta be up with them to feed them, to change them, and do all that stuff. So now I have changed my ways with specifically waking up early, but I had to. I had no other choice.
No, yeah.
No more. It's not about you anymore. It's about waking up and doing the goddamn thing, you know? And you're the boss bitch. You're the one that runs shit there. So take it like a boss and adjust, because everybody can do it.
Like, men out there, give the credit where it's due. Baby, being a at home mom is not easy.
Yes, get your girl some roses.
It's mentally and physically exhausting, and sometimes you don't know how she is emotionally. Like, get a babysitter, take her out on a dinner. Yeah. You know, like, tell her that she's beautiful, because She has all this stuff in her head that, you know, she needs you to be emotionally there also, not only financially and physically, but emotionally too. That's very important.
Very.
And trust me, that's like life
And it makes a huge. Those little small details, she will cherish forever because she'll remember those moments. Because those moments are crucial, and they are moments that, you know, you'll always have in your heart.
Yeah. And you're like, if you're pregnant and you're going to have a baby, your first child, try not to stress, try not to cry, try not to be sad, because everything that you're feeling, the baby is gonna feel.
Yeah.
Like, if you cry, the baby is gonna feel that. My worries, I was thinking too much. I remember I went to the My Chemical Romance concert with my sister, best day of my life, by the way.
So
I was pregnant, and then the girl that was with us, she said, "Oh, you're so brave because you're gonna bring a kid into this fucked up world." And I'm like, "Bruh, yeah, I know."
Yes.
Like
certain things
that
just
shit
kind of
stayed with me.
Yeah.
Stay is positive. Stay, like, don't cry. Don't try to be like sad. Like, don't leave it all to God, because literally, like, that's all that you can do.
Yeah.
And tell me about your labor.
It was horrible. I actually was induced, and I honestly regret it till this day. I should have said no to that doctor when he told me I couldn't fucking leave, and I had to be induced that same day. I should have been like, no, I'm going fucking home, and I'll come back when my water breaks. I should have done that. Why? Because now I know that I had all the rights to do that. But I didn't know because I was a rookie and it was my first time and I was like fucking stupid. So I was supposed to be due on the 21st. I was induced on the fucking 7th of fucking July. And it was only because I had like big rash on my stomach. In my mind, obviously, I thought it was because I have 2 fucking babies in my stomach and I'm like 5'1". My stomach is extending to the more that it can because I'm short, and my skin is gonna stretch and is gonna be irritated. That's what I thought. But the doctors apparently were telling me that the reason why it was because after I was already I was like 39, 40 weeks already pregnant, and they were telling me like, no, that's a risk, and that the babies might be struggling, and that we have to do blood work, and then the blood work doesn't come in 3 days, so we have to induce you today. I was like, what the fuck? I was like in shock because I was just going in for an ultrasound.
They were like, this shit is happening right now.
And yeah, I panicked because I wasn't ready for it. Like, I just, I didn't want to do it. And like, my mother-in-law was with me and she was just like, Rebecca, let's just do it. Let's just get it out the way. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm not fucking ready.
Did you get an epidural?
Yes, I did. I got 2 epidurals because I was in labor for 3 fucking days. Okay, I couldn't fucking move. I couldn't do anything. I was just in pain, agony, and at one point I felt like I was just gonna fucking explode. Like, it was just so bad.
I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah,
because you literally feel like you're gonna fucking die. Like me, I didn't want to get an epidural. I got induced also. Like. He was supposed to be born the 7th, but he came out the 15th. Yeah. So that shit was like a freaking process. Like, I was zero dilated.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my shit was tight as fuck.
That's the worst.
Like, I was in the hospital for like 4 days and nothing.
I didn't try to do any epidural the first 2 days because I knew that the pain was going to get worse after the second day. So they gave me morphine. They gave me painkillers. They gave me a bunch of shit.
Did you know freaking epidural is actually fentanyl? It's 10 times stronger than morphine. No fucking wonder. Like, I was in so much pain. I was the one that was like,
after the second epidural, I didn't feel shit.
Like, now that you tell me that you had 2, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, your shit is so numb. Like, I didn't want an epidural. I wanted a normal because my birth was a normal birth. So, and I was struggling because I'm like, it was like 10 o'clock. I was like in pain for like, 7 hours?
Dude,
7-8 hours with contractions. And I was like 3 centimeters dilated. Fuck that shit. No. And the nurse was like, oh, like the anesthesiologist is about to leave for the night, so let me know if you want to get that epidural. And I'm like, give me the fucking epidural. I don't give a fuck. And then my boyfriend's like, no, but you said that you wanted to do it normal. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, give me some drugs, you know?
Yeah, it was just the epidural, the second epidural, it wore off. And that's when I felt the contractions and I felt my legs got hives from all the drugs that I've had in my system. My body was just rejecting everything at that point, that I even got a fever at the end. And I was already 7 centimeters dilated, and it was my daughter that was on my cervix. She was going to be born first. I was planning on having a natural birth, but at the third night of my labor, my son decides to move from his position, and that's when they called out. That's when they called it like it's going to be a
C-section,
emergency C-section, and I burst into fucking tears because I went through all of that for what? For nothing. Well, not for nothing, but I went through all that fucking pain and all those drugs for them to tell me that they're just gonna cut me open, you know? And, you know, only it's enough that your body can take, you know? Like, my daughter was already crowning me, like, she was gonna come out, she was ready to come out. But my son, which was on the top, he was twin B, he was the one that was like, nah, I'm gonna turn over here, and that's how it went.
Yeah, that like childbirth is a very traumatic experience, and you have to plan accordingly. Like, make sure that you have the right baby daddy, you have the right support system, make sure that you are mentally ready to have a child, to take care of a life. Like, make sure you heal from your traumas, because that goes a long way. Don't bring up a kid to the world if you're gonna make it suffer. How was breastfeeding?
Breastfeeding was a pain in the ass, honestly. I did it for the first 3 months I did it, and it was tough because I had twins, so 2 babies at the same time, feeding them on both breasts. It was a lot. I lost so much energy, so much nutrients that I had in my body, and I had to constantly be eating and constantly be pumping. And, you know, after a while, it was just so, you're literally like 24/7 attached to your child because that's all they eat.
Yeah.
And after the 3rd month, I started to realize that I was developing a depression because I just didn't have a fucking life. Like, I couldn't feed them both at the same time, like, because one boob would have more milk than the other one. So then I would have to try to pump, and like, yo, you remember that one time I was trying to pump that fucking milk and my nipple was like this?
That shit was hard as rubber.
Dude,
that shit was like a fucking little chicken nugget. Whatever comes out, comes out. Like, you try everything. Like, if you give what you give, and if you don't have enough milk for your baby, that's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself.
I'll tell you that.
Don't be so hard on yourself. For me, fucking breastfeeding fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah, it was
breast
hard.
pumping it's even worse than your baby sucking on your nipple. Like, that shit.
Yeah, my son.
hurts.
Yeah, my
like,
son.
My nipple was bleeding.
Yeah, my son was very aggressive. After the 3rd month, he started to learn how to, like, you know, nibble on my shit, and that's when I was just like, I'm done. This baby's gonna destroy my fucking nipple. And then that's when I made the decision to start feeding them formula milk, because, you know, after a C-section, you need time to heal from that, and it took me about 2 to 3 months for me to heal from that. And I was just in pain, constant pain, and it was just too much. Like, I just couldn't do it anymore, and I felt so guilty because it's like, I felt like a worthless mom because I can't feed my babies.
No, and
it was tough. It was tough. It was a hard pill for me to swallow.
I know my mom was like, you know,
she was very like strict, like traditionally,
like, what am I gonna do if it doesn't come out? Like, it's okay. It's okay if it doesn't come out as much as you want to. Like, you're a first mom. If you're a first mom, that's normal. You should life. Hey, listen. After giving birth, you really don't give a shit who stays your friend or who doesn't. Like, for me, a lot of the people show their true colors. They disappeared out of my life. And people are gonna be nosy. Best believe people are gonna be fucking nosy. And they're gonna want to know. They're gonna want to ask. And it's okay for you to be like, no, fuck you. I don't need to go. There's even fucking family members that I had to I had to cut them out because they literally are no help. They're nowhere to be found, and they want to pull out the family card when it's convenient for them. Yeah. Just like friends are the people that actually care about you, absolutely, not the people that needed you. Because some people are with you because they need you, not because they want you in their life.
That's when kind of people's true colors come out, because it's just like people are just there for the fun and for the moment. And they're not really there, when they need you, because they're not really there for the moments when you need them, or like when you just need that moral support, or that friendship where you could just literally sit down and do absolutely nothing. Like, I appreciate my friends where I can be boring and just be in my house
and just sit there and be.
My social life changed completely. Like, I went from being a fucking bartender to a stay-at-home mom. Okay, it was a full 180 change for me, and to me, it was like, I have a very, very small circle of friends, so like, my friends always check up on me, but when it comes into like doing shit, obviously they're not gonna invite me because they know I don't have the time for it, and I don't take it personal. I really don't. Like, in life, even before having kids, I learned not to take shit personal. Yeah. So everybody, the closest thing that you can get to a social life is you getting back to your own routine. Yeah. Whatever the fuck it is. If it's doing nails, if it's going to the gym, if it's fucking, I don't know, doing eyelashes, or that's right. That can be your
social life. For me, is like, I really don't care who stays and who goes. And if you leave, even better, because I don't need that. You know exactly where you stand with that person. Mm-hmm. So that's the end of that. And your priorities are totally different, because your son is your whole entire world. You don't care about what's going on with fulana, or who's doing this on Facebook, who checked into the fucking IHOP. You don't care. So, sis, what are some permanent changes in your life?
Well, I'm going to start off by physically, my body. My bladder wasn't the same. I can't hold my pee or my poop like I used to. When you need to go to the bathroom, you go. Don't fucking wait. Because you will pee yourself and you will shit yourself. That's one permanent change for me.
Your vagina will never be the same. Like, my shit was so fucking tight, and when I gave a birth, it was like I had like 5 stitches, so they kind of cut me, and it hurts. When you go pee, it fucking burns. Like, that shit sucks. Like, it hurts so fucking much. Yeah, that's like a permanent change. Like, your body changes. Your body is not what it used to be, but it could get better. You have to make it better. You can make the effort to make it better. Sis, how do you get things done in the house?
A lot of people are probably going to talk shit about this, but screen time.
Yeah,
I give my babies 3 hours of screen time every day. And if it's not every day, it's every other day. Because I'm a stay-at-home mom, like I said, and with 2 babies, it's impossible for me to get anything fucking done. So when I put on Ms. Rachel, or I put on, number blocks, or, anything on YouTube, or anything on, the TV, they get distracted and they're quiet and they're paying attention. I can be able to get, laundry done, or make lunch.
Like, a little screen time doesn't hurt anybody.
Absolutely.
And, fucking Ms. Rachel is the real deal. Like,
she is the real shit.
All moms gotta cut Ms. Rachel a check for child support.
She's awesome. Ms. Rachel is the real.
She is the go-to. She's like the fucking baby whisperer, bro. Like, how many fucking times do I have to hear a sticky bubble gum? Like, bro, I catch myself bumping to this shit on a regular basis.
My babies love it. Every time they hear her voice, the biggest smile on their face.
Clues, Bluey, Coco Melon, Dave and Ava. The best, like, educational shit goes, like, it's good. So, but an hour a day, that's it. Also, make sure you read to them. Make sure you have a collection of books and you have the time to read to them, because that's very important. You know, they're gonna grow up in a generation where everything is in a tablet. Like I want my kid to have a childhood. I want my kid to learn how to play and draw with crayons and you know, have a childhood. Like go outside and play in the backyard. Like you don't have to be in your tablet. Like that's one thing that I'm just like worried about, because this generation is just like you know, literally slave to technology, and it's alarming. But it's up to us, because we just rather hand them a tablet than sit there and play with them. Like, don't just give them a toy. Sit there and play with them. Give yourself time to be a mom. Give yourself, you know, I know that, you know, money is important too, and getting back to your life is important, but you know, you're not gonna have them forever at this moment, in this age, at this particular time in your life. So you have to enjoy. Women, you don't know how powerful you are as women. Like you have another dimensional portal in your vagina. Like you bring life to this world. That's fucking powerful, okay? So when you already have your baby, like give yourself some credit, give yourself some time to heal, to get back to your normal self. Like it's okay to take breaks, it's okay to ask for help, it's okay to fucking feel everything that you're feeling. Embrace it, because that's nature, that's normal. You're a human being,
Absolutely.
you know. And make sure you have a good support system. It's also very important, because all of this is like permanent changes, you know, and that depends who you're with. Like make sure that the person that you're with is supporting you spiritually, physically, emotionally.
Would you in the future have more kids?
I definitely would, because it's like, if I would have another one, it wouldn't be for me, it would be for Cairo. I want him to have like somebody to play with, somebody to grow up with. You know, I would, but not right now. Would you have another one?
I don't know about that. I think I'm happy with my little couple. The advice that I would give moms for the hospital bags is take extra clothes, bring
some fluffy socks.
Oh my god, yes.
And a colcha.
Yeah.
Make sure you get probiotics after you give birth and after you're going through your postpartum, because you're gonna need it. Like you need all the energy, you need all the vitamins back in your body. That's super important. That's gonna affect you in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you get probiotics, you get back on that horse honey. Okay, and you get your life back. You literally have to, you know, get back on your grind, and while being a mom. That's Absolutely. Just what life is all about.
Yeah.
And, you know, make sure you have, you know, separate bank accounts. Get a fucking insurance policy on your baby. You know, start planning his future right after he's born. Because, I mean, that's a good way to start, I think.
It's incredible. It's like a bittersweet feeling. But yeah, I've been a mom for already 7 months, and I'm the happiest. I'm just so grateful that God gave me the opportunity to be mom of 2 babies. It's such an honor, and I'm always gonna, you know, look at the positive things instead of focusing on the negative things, because it's so easy to be negative, especially as a mom, because you see the bullshit. You see when people try to bullshit you. You kind of like open your eyes to how realistic this world is, and that's what makes you so paranoid, because you have little ones to take care of.
Oh no! Like I will fucking kill somebody for my child.
Fucking lie.
Yeah, like
you're gonna see the insane side of me.
Right, like have you develop like a backbone, because you are protective over this person, this little. It's really your responsibility. You need to have a good mental stability, or a good mental state to have a baby. Some people are not meant to be parents. Like, if you're a selfish piece of shit person, don't have a baby, or give your baby for adoption. Don't bring a baby because that's one. Like, now that I have my baby, is fuck, like, how can there be people that really have no fucking soul to do this to your born child? Like, you have no heart. Like, that's what I'm like I can't even put yourself last and this person first. You need to heal. You need to be mature. You need to be mentally stable and responsible to take care of a life. Like, that's one reason why I'm pro-choice. Exactly. Kids are not accessories. Don't come over here and get pregnant because you want to keep a man, or you wanna tie down somebody to you. That's evil. That's fucked up.
Evil, but you're screwing yourself up even more, because you're putting yourself through the struggle. You're putting that baby through the struggle. And you know what? You may not believe this, but God sees that, and He will punish you for that.
At the end of the day, you're really not caring. You need to heal what the fuck is going on inside you, because that baby is going to suffer from having a parent like you. It's going to have to heal in the long run. Everybody goes through problems, and I'm glad that I got to heal my shit before I had a baby, and I'm mentally and physically, spiritually ready to have a child. And also, please have as many kids as you can afford. Don't overdo it. If you don't have the financial stability to have 2-3 kids, don't fucking do it. Please, don't do it to yourself.
Or if you baby fathering shit, don't get pregnant by him again.
Right.
Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself, girl. Like, the first experience wasn't enough for you? Wasn't that like, hello, bitch, let's not do that stupid shit again? Like, if you want to get pregnant again, find yourself another man. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Don't do it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I did it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, my first ever podcast. If you're a new mom, or you're gonna be a new mom, I hope
God bless you.
Helps.
You got this.
Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you, baby, for being with me.
Thank you for having me. It was so fun talking about this.
This was fun.
Yeah.
Like, I hope you guys like it. And see you in the next one, guys. Bye.